Distance Learning hosted by Universitas Terbuka Indonesia. My name is Ayubi Chakradiwati, and it's a pleasure and honor for me to be the host on this beautiful morning. And I'm also very excited to be along with you all here until the end of the conference. First and foremost, on behalf of the conference organizer, we would like to extend our warmest welcome to Our Excellencies, Rector of Universitas Terbuka, Professor Ojat Darajat, the head of the Institute for Research and Community Services of Universitas Terbuka, Dr. Dewi Artati Patmoputri, the conference chairman, who's also in charge of being the head of the Center for Research and Innovations in Open and Distance Learning, Universitas Terbuka Indonesia, Professor Daryono. We are also pleased to have our distinguished keynote speakers today, founder and CEO of Moodle, Dr. Martin Dujamas, professor at the Faculty of Education and Teacher Training of Universitas Terbuka Indonesia, Professor Tian Belawati, Pro Vice Chancellor Learning Futures at Western Sydney University, Australia, Professor Simon Bedford, the UNESCO Chair in Open Technologies for OER and Open Education Slovenia, Mr. Mirja Jamal, our IT expert from Secure IT Indonesia, Dr. Ono Purbo. And last but not least, the Deputy Director, Center for Augmented and Virtual Reality, Nanyang Technological University, Singapore, Associate Professor Dr. Tsai Yu. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is such a great opportunity for all of us to meet on this virtual conference today to interact, learn, network, and discuss matters on audio scope with peers and colleagues across the globe. Therefore, we truly appreciate you taking the time of your busy schedules to join us here. Before we start our program today, as the tradition we have over here, we kindly request a few minutes of your time to listen to the Indonesian national anthem, Indonesia Raya, and followed by Universitas Terbuka's company profile video. Enjoy. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before we jump to the main agenda today, please welcome Professor Daryono, the conference chairman, to deliver his welcome remark.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. An Honorary Director General of Higher Education, Professor Nizam, Universitas Terbuka Rector, Professor Ojad Darojat, distinguished keynote speakers, Dr. Martin Daukiamas, the founder and the CEO of Moodle, Professor Tian Belawati, Faculty of Education and Teacher Training Universitas Terbuka Indonesia, Professor Simon Bedford, a Pro Vice Chancellor, the Western Sydney University, Australia, Mija Jermel, MSc, UNESCO Chair in Open Technologies for OER and Open Education, Slovenia, Associate Professor Chai Jiu, the Deputy Director, Center for Augmented and Visual Reality, Nanyang Technological University, Singapore, and Ono Purbo, PhD, the IT expert, Indonesia. Conference participants, presenter, ladies and gentlemen. Very good day to all distinguished conference speakers and participants. Warm welcome to the first international conference on innovations in open and distance learning, abbreviated by INNODEL, hosted by Universitas Terbuka Indonesia. The first INNODEL 2021 present the theme Technology for Online Education, Access, Quality, and Equity. This theme is expected to bring current issues and innovations in online education that needs to be advanced to promote equitable access to quality online education. First, I would like to sincerely thank the Director General of Higher Education, the Rector of Universitas Terbuka, the keynote speakers, conference presenters, and participants. I believe that your support and contributions will enhance the development of online learning in the future. The 2021 INNODEL became possible with the support from the various institutions, including the Buka Project European Union, co-founded by Erasmus+, the Indonesian Association of Open and Distance Learning Professions, APPGGI, the Moodle Partner of Indonesia, PCMan, the University of Western Sydney, Aeon Reality Singapore, Nanyang Technical University Singapore, and Microsoft Indonesia. The 2021 INNODEL is attended by presenters from various countries, and most of them are from Asia, including India, Sri Lanka, Cebu, Malaysia, Thailand, and Indonesia. The INNODEL promotes the disseminations of the innovation in open and distance learning. The staggering growth of online learning technology has opened great opportunities for making online learning more effective and inclusive. The INNODEL is created mainly for serving the forum for educators, practitioners, policymakers, and educational technology providers to share their common interests for the betterment of the online learning in the future. It is undeniable that the online learning, whatever the format, will become a major tool for a human capacity building due to its quality, flexibility, and interoperability to enable facilitating the new digital learning ecosystem. Lastly, I would like to thank the member of the INNODEL committee for your support. Happy conference. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much. Next, we would like to invite our beloved orator of Universitas Terbuka Indonesia to deliver his welcome remark and also officially open the conference. Please welcome Professor Ojad Darojat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a good day, everyone. Honorary Director General of Indonesia Higher Education, Research and Technology, Professor Nijam, MSc, DEC, PhD, distinguished keynote speakers, Professor Simon Bedford, Vice Chancellor from Western Sydney University, Australia, Dr. Martin Dujiyama, founder and CEO of Moodles, Micha Jarmo, MSc from UNESCO, Chair in Open Technologies for OER and Open Education, Slovenia, Associate Professor Chayeyu, Deputy Director, Center for Augmented and Virtual Reality from Nanyang Technological University, Singapore, Mr. Ono Purbo, PhD, IT expert from Indonesia, and Professor Tian Belawati, PhD from the Faculty of Education and Teacher Training, Universitas Terbuka Indonesia, and conference presenters and participants. It is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to the first international conference on innovations in open and distance learning, abbreviated to INNODEL. As part of a series academic activities to commemorate the 37th Universitas Terbuka or UT anniversary, UT hosts the first INNODEL to promote and disseminations of innovations in open and distance learning. This year, the INNODEL theme is Technology for Online Educations, Access, Quality, and Equity. This theme brings current issues in online learning, as now online learning becomes the mainstream of the learning delivery system due to the global COVID-19 pandemics. Due to this unprecedented pandemic, this conference is held virtually this year. We wish next year the conference will be held on site to create more benefits and opportunities for participants to build their network and hands-on experiences, as well as having a memorable visit to Universitas Terbuka Indonesia. The INNODEL is expected to serve the educators, practitioners, and policymakers researching online education to share their experiences, insight, and thought. We are also hoping that INNODEL will be a forum for collecting the educational technology providers and the potential customers and users to upgrade their capacity. This year's conference INNODEL is supported by 3 major educational innovations providers in online learning: Moodle, Learning Management Open Platform, the Ion Reality, and Microsoft Indonesia. They are going to upscale our capacity on the workshops before the conference. As online learning has been a popular method for higher education learning, we believe that in the future, online learning will be part of an important educational systems worldwide where the access point becomes affordable or even freely available. However, many disadvantages may still occur for learners. For example, when encountering many difficulties for having a reliable access point. It is our duty to ensure the equitable access point for general community to be able to obtain the most benefit from online educations. And lastly, I would like to thank the INNODEL committee for organizing this conference. And we hope that we will meet again next year in the second international conference on innovation in open and distance learning. Now, I officially open the first international conference on innovations in open and distance learning. I wish this conference will bring benefits to all of us, happy conference. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much for the well speech, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, as mentioned by our rector just now, the International Conference on Innovation and Open and Distance Learning, or shortly known as INNODEL, promotes the dissemination of innovation in open and distance learning, which currently has opened up a great opportunities for making online learning more effective and inclusive. We intend to serve a forum for educators, practitioners, policymakers, educational technology providers, and all the related stakeholders to sit together, observe, and share thoughts on the current happening issues around ODL area. Therefore, be ready to join the fruitful discussion in this first plenary session. Professor Dariano, the floor is yours.